And it's filling up, isn't it?
The stewardess comes by. And
flight attendant. She was a flight attendant.
Flight attendant, I'm sorry. The flight attendant comes by, and she's like, is everything okay? And I said, do you have, like, napkin or something? She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. And maybe a bag? Do you have a bag? And she looks down. She goes, we got a puker! We got a puker!
It was one of those old hens who'd been working for the airline.
Told everybody, years, right? I'm like, I'm over here trying to be quiet, puking. So we take the bucket, we dump the bucket.
Looks like he shit his pants too, there, Marge.
I get back, we take off. Soon as the no seatbelt light goes off, boom, I'm heading to the can. I'm not a small man, and I'm sitting in the airplane bathroom, just doubled over in pain. My stomach is killing me. I've got the Frankenstein McDonald's puke bucket there as well, and I'm in there just like sweat is just pouring down off me, and I hear, Sir, are you okay? And all I could say was, leave me alone.
Go.
Are you okay, sir?
Go away.
I'm okay. I'll be okay. Just leave me alone. Okay, sir.
I'm evacuating my bowels. Go away.
2 minutes later. Hun? What? Are you okay? I literally have my pants off in here because I'm afraid that I'm going to crap all over the place.
There's shit on the underside of your thigh that's causing you to slide all over the...
Shit has come out. There's a crayon from 5th grade that I ate. That's how much shit came out. It was horrible. She's like, are you okay? You've been in there a really, really long time. I'm like, I know. She's like, do you need anything? I'm like, give me 5 minutes. She said, we're going to land soon. Okay. So I finally get put back together because this was only on the flight from Orlando to Atlanta, so it was a short flight. I got a whole nother leg to go. And then we have to go in the airport and transfer planes across the airport, and I have to walk through the airport after I've just had 2 puking experiences and a shit experience that made my legs sore.
Quite possibly a quarter cup of sewage fruit somewhere slopping around.
There's a dude who's sitting in front of me on the plane from Orlando to Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when she said, we got a puker, he turned around and he's like, oh man. Get to the next flight. See that same guy in line. Go through. Here's my seat. Sit down. Walking down the aisle.
Same guy.
Farther.
Can't be.
He catches me right in the eye and looks like, oh no, I'm sitting in front of the puker again.
You? Again?
And I just sat there with my head down, and I made it from Atlanta to St. Louis without shitting or puking all over myself again. But what a wonderful time.
Oh, all the memories.
But Disney was fun.
This has been the Big Tom West Show. Like, share, and subscribe, because that's what you're supposed to do. The Big Tom West Show, produced by thepodcastproshop.com and brought to you by Sneller Creative Promotions. Go to snellercreativepromotions.com. Tom West! Tom West! It's the Big Tom West Show, Tom West! It's the Big Tom West Show, you big guy, big boss, big boss, Tom West! Tom West! Tom West! Tom West! He is a man of the people.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
The Big Tom West Show. West. West.
5 Things I Know by Thom West. Always run a rag through your ass at least 2 times a day. Smell it before you taste it. I'm only gay to the second knuckle. If she touches it, she's going to get it. And finally, coronavirus doesn't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Coronavirus doesn't care what race, color, or creed you are. Shit is real, yo. Coronavirus is here. Shit's going to be locked down this evening at 11:59 here in the greater St. Louis area. No more bars for you. No more restaurants for you. Everything is closed. And your social life should be closed as well. I guess that's the message I'm pulling from it.
That's what it seems. I mean, like you said, the shit's getting real. We don't know. I mean, look how stuff has changed just since last week. Even here in St. Louis, at one point this week, the cases went from 9 at 6 p.m. to 8:20. There was 14.
And there's some 60-year-old jagoff running around, going to work, doing what he does with symptoms, which creates the first...
Oh, this is the dude from Colombia, right?
Yeah.
He was going to work?
He was going to work. No, not the dude from Colombia is dead.
Yeah.
This is a new guy.
Oh, really? Where?
Because your
somewhere out
ears
here
could
in
use
this area.
some tickling.
In
Here's
St.
the
Charles
Big Tom
County?
West
I
Show.
believe so. Don't quote me on that, but
good God.
he's around here somewhere. He's going to work every day with symptoms, and they just put the big coronavirus sticker on him. He's got the COVID sticker right between his eyes.
Is it going to come to that when you walk around neighborhoods and you see there's going to be a yellow quarantine sticker on the house?
Yeah, I mean, it could get that way. And if you talk to some people, I mean, it's on its way. Like, you shouldn't fuck around. Here it comes. My brother being one of them.
I bet you he's got something interesting.
Oh, he's flipped out. I mean, he's stocking up. He's got things. He's got 4 kegs of beer. He's got
a meat slicer too, doesn't he? So
he does have.
He's
a
probably
meat
got a
slicer.
deep freeze. He's probably got a deep freeze full of some beefs.
Where is
4 kegs of beer. Is that a month's worth for him?
Well, no, but the thing is, once you tap that bad boy, it's so delicious and cold.
Oh yeah, I'm not denying that. Hey,
if you hang around it like on a nice weekend with the Saturday and Sunday at the pool, you start having a couple 2-3 sips. Next thing you know, you're barking.
What's that? 120 beers plus?
Yeah, and then he gets the Michelob Golden Draft.
Oh, it's probably fresh and delicious.
It is fresh and delicious.
Crisp. Kind of makes me want a fresh draft beer right now, though.
Pour me one.
So, but your brother lives way out in the middle of nowhere.
He's down south a bit.
I mean, the amount of coronavirus cases outnumber the teeth in that area, right? He took his big city smarts out to nowhere and built himself a big house and a pool and all out there, right?
Here's the text I get from him. Hey, fellas, I'm not sure if this is real prepper nonsense or if it's real, but they're saying that in the next 48 to 72 hours, we will all be on a 2-week John Gotti 24/7. If you leave the house, you will be shot lockdown. And attached is, Homeland Security is preparing to mobilize the National Guard, preparing to dispatch them from across the U.S. along with the military. They will also call in first responders. They are preparing to announce a nationwide 2-week quarantine for all citizens, all businesses closed, everyone at home. They will announce this as soon as they have troops in place to help prevent looters and rioters. They will announce before the end of the weekend. Within 48 to 72 hours, the president will order a 2-week mandatory quarantine for the nation. Stock up on whatever you need to make sure you have a 2-week supply of everything. Please forward to your family and friends. And he's taking it real.
You know what? At some point, who's to say he's wrong? I mean, we don't know. We honestly don't know. By the time this airs, and by the time people hear this could be going on and be like, yeah, I told you, stupid. He was right. I mean, in all honesty.
I listened to Cuomo this morning give a just kind of the state of the New York, what's cooking, and he says a lot of these terms that you hear with the mandatory lockdown, he said, and some other technical terms he threw out there. He said they sound more menacing than they really are, which he was calling for like a renaming.
Right.
Because when you hear lockdown, you go, oh, God. He said that if you want to go out and walk the dog, walk the dog. If you want to go out and get some fresh air, go out and get some fresh air. Just be aware that it shouldn't be in a social setting.
Yeah. And I get that. But, what we heard an interview from our old friend J.C. Corcoran had that woman on who's in Spain. And she said that they're not allowed to go outside other than to the store, like grocery store, drugstore for prescription. You can get gas. She said some pet stores are open. And if you have a dog and you want to walk it, you're allowed to go out, one person, one dog, not a leisurely walk. You're allowed outside to go walk the dog, let him go to the bathroom, and come back in.
One of her friends, she was saying, it was the mother and the father and the kid and the dog. They got fined €100. So get your ass back inside. This is not a family walk.
Right.
If you want to do it solo, you can, but no socializing in groups outside.
Right.
Period. Done. If you don't have proof that you went to the pharmacy or that you're coming back home or wherever you're going, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, you get a ticket, or worse, you could be locked up in a confined prison. And I mean, you think about what prison would be like right now. I mean, all the prisoners right now have got to be on lockdown. And on the other hand, how is a prisoner going to get it unless a guard brings it in?
True.
I don't think any of them are traveling abroad. How many in Rikers Island have been to Wuhan lately?
You know what Wuhan means in prison? Give me looking for a Wuhan. Anyone doing Wuhans?
Isn't that what they called true dry ramens and peanut butter?
Oh, you want a Wuhan? Well, come over here, inmate.
Yeah.
I'll give you a Wuhan.
You take 2 things of ramen noodles, you put some peanut butter in between, and you just give it a Wuhan.
I'm ready. 1, 2, 3, crunch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and when you're done, you just kind of warm the noodles. You ready? You don't think that you wouldn't still eat that in prison. If you're in the joint,